Oh, bobblehead, I could bobble you all day. Fallout 4. Ever since E3 I've been ecstatic about this game. One of my most favourite game series has a brand new iteration in its next gen glory. Bliss. And seeming as this is my most anticipated game of the year, I thought I'd share my thoughts and feelings with you in my first few hours of me playing it. Oh boy, this game is insane. I mean that in a good way. Judging this from playing Fallout 3 and New Vegas, they have turned everything up to 11 this time. The graphics are no longer gritty and rough, but now colourful and slightly cartoonish, which I'm all for. The monsters are meaner and more detailed. The VATs no longer slow down time, so I go into a blind panic on what to kill next. And of course, for the first time ever, our character has a voice. You sexy bastard. The game starts out by telling the story of future America with advanced power systems and weaponry, but for some reason the fashion went round full circle and we've ended up back in the 50s. You are then welcomed to your character, a war veteran enjoying his suburban life with his wife and kid, well after you go through severe plastic surgery right in front of your wife as she barely bats an eye. I think this is as close to looking like me as I'm gonna get. I've spent like 20 minutes so far on this guy. So you live out your life, see your kid and speak to your robot butler, talk to a guy from Vault-Tec about the inevitable doom coming, so you sign your family up to living in underground vaults if the nuclear oblivion ever happens. Oh, you know, the usual stuff. And then guess what? Shit gets real as nuclear bombs go flying as you rush to the underground vault. It's pretty intense. You really feel like you're running for your life in a mad dash to get to safety. So you go underground, and then they tell you they're going to put you into a decontamination booth, and then they pull a fast one on you and they freeze your sorry ass. Bastards. I said it before in my Fallout 1 video, every vault has an experiment and I don't know why I didn't expect it here. Git. You wake up to find your wife is still asleep with the baby, and then some creepy guy comes and kidnaps your baby and kills your wife, and then they refreeze you. I mean, so far this game has been a dick to you, which becomes a reoccurring theme throughout the game. So then you wake up again to an empty vault. Every single person in the chambers are dead and you don't know where you're going. But you do find out the vault was used to freeze unsuspecting people to see what effect it would have on them. Well, I can answer that already. They're all dead. You find a Pip-Boy and then your quest begins to get your son back. It's time to bring out the Pip-Boy. Oh yeah. Welcome to the wasteland. Oh look, my butler survived. Oh joy. So yeah, it's been 200 years since you were frozen and now you're on a quest to find your son. Yay, dog meat! I missed you, old friend. So you discover the Minutemen, shoot a bunch of people, literally walk into a power armor. Oh yeah, it's no longer a piece of clothing anymore. Take down the Deathclaw and some raiders and then literally start to rebuild a brand new town. Well, unless your game glitches out causing your beds to bloody hover, which means you can't place them down unless it's on a raised platform, and yeah, I'm going to have to restart my console. It's definitely not a perfect game, and I can't really speak very much for the PC and Xbox One version, but the PS4 version's great. Although it does struggle with frame rate drops when I get into heavy intensive areas. But otherwise, yeah, I'm really satisfied with it. Oh yeah, my reason for getting a PS4 version is because I wanted to sit down with a controller and enjoy it and take my time with it. So you talk to the Minutemen leader and end up getting stuck in some side quests because why not? I ended up going to help a small settlement, which then led me to this town to meet a guy with literally a hot rod power armor, to then dying a lot. And by the way, ghouls in this game are crazy as hell. Instead of their charge attack, they now throw themselves at you. Then the onslaught happened in this factory as I tried to get rid of the raiders. I spent like an hour getting lost in this place and the map isn't exactly clear. I mean, how on earth did I end up on this goddamn roof? But I killed the leader, so it's all good. That's one thing I've realised, is that I'm going to lose my life to this game. I mean, hours fly by and I've barely touched the surface. It's kind of depressing, but at the same time it's great to have a game I can sink my teeth into again. I missed that about Fallout 3. Just to lose yourself in this world and help people and shoot bad guys. It's great. What I also really like about this game is a second screen experience. The fact that I can download an app, put it into the Pip-Boy, and interact with my game using my phone is a really cool idea. I can check my stats, my inventory, my map, my quests, all from looking at my phone. And it looks really believable when it's inside the Pip-Boy. I absolutely love this because I check my stats and my items a lot, and pressing the circle button to get the Pip-Boy up gets very tiring very quickly. So we do more side quests, end up in loads of bloody battles, goddamn super mutants, Oh, Brotherhood of Steel, hi. Oh, I guess you guys are the synths. You guys are freaky as hell. Activate the jet engine or not to activate the jet engine? Activate, obviously. Oh god, that was a bad idea. You then meet Piper and gain entrance into Diamond City, where you go to hire a detective to find your baby boy. So what do I think about this game so far? Graphics are pretty and extremely detailed. Gameplay is fun and it's bordering into a first-person shooter, which I gotta say I welcome. I love how I can upgrade my weapons a lot, to have my own creativity in how I play and what I want out of it. Oh yeah, and getting a critical by building up the bar is a nice idea. Story so far is really engaging because it asks the question, when I was frozen again, how long was it until I woke up? Is the in-game son even alive? Is he all grown up now? Was it this guy who I just blew his head off? I wouldn't know, would I? So this game is an obvious purchase for anyone, however no game is perfect. So what do I not like about this game? The loading screens for one. That is awesome, I'm getting that. This is just nitpicking, but the VATs have thrown me off a little bit. Especially after playing Fallout 1, the whole taking my time in the turn-based style, and Fallout 3 freezing time. I now have to make really fast judgments, which I'm slowly getting used to, but it has been a learning curve. The building mechanic when it was announced I thought was a great idea, but when I use it, it feels slightly tacked on, and difficult to understand the many menus and requirements. Which leads into scrap collecting, and oh boy, that's annoying. I'm picking up anything and everything just in case it might be useful. Buildings literally drink all of your resources, which has put me off building when I'd much rather upgrade my weapons. Apart from that, I'm actually really enjoying this game. They may have changed some details that have impacted the game quite a lot, however it's something I'm slowly getting used to. It's just another way of enjoying an awesome game that I'm really impressed with. Is this a perfect game? No. Is it my favourite Fallout game yet? It's early days, but I gotta say, it's heading in that direction. Especially as I hold Fallout 3 as my favourite out of the entire series, and probably my favourite game from the last generation. And if I'm questioning that to Fallout 4, then you know it's a game you're gonna want to check out. So far I'm in love with this game, and I'm getting set for the long run as I take my time exploring, talking to people, enjoying the sights, and ridding the wasteland of all the bad things. And to make sure I don't spoil anymore, I will leave you there. By all means go check out Fallout 4 yourself. It's a really awesome game to play, especially now as the weather's getting cold and wet and dreary. And you've got to stay indoors and hunker down with a good game and watch the days go by. And you really can't go wrong with Fallout 4. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name is Webber101, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra!